Ecwid review. Avoid Ecwid for these reasons. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a short video on how Ecwid functions and how it's really not worth it to start your own e-commerce with Ecwid. So let's get into it. Now, Ecwid is a free platform available for those looking to start their e-commerce journey. It might seem like a very feasible option. Hey, it's free. I can start my e-commerce store. I can start my business. Well, it's not really that feasible, and I'm going to show you guys why I don't recommend Ecwid to anybody looking to start their business unless you just want to try it out. Now, to get started, if we take a look at the pricing of Ecwid, now you might be wondering, hey, it's free, it's $0. Well, on the free version, you need to take a look at what you're actually getting. You only get your online store. You can't create your Facebook, Instagram, mobile point of sale, Amazon, eBay. Then in promotions and mobile features, you cannot get a Android or iOS store management application as well. So if you wanted to manage your store on your phone, if you wanted something quick and easy, then you can't do that as well. And then if you click on features over here, the number of products that you can add are 10. So you can only sell 10 products on the free version of Ecwid. And that is why I just said that unless you just want to start your business, try it out, then it's good because it's free. You can try out, you can understand what your business is going to be looking like, how much money you're going to be making with your initial 5 or 6 or 7 products that you might have. But you can also not sell any kind of digital goods with the free version of Ecwid, and you can't have gift cards, discount coupons, estimated tax calculations, and all of the other essential stuff. Plus, you don't get any chat support or phone support or priority support with the free version of Ecwid, and you basically have a limited source of integrations with Ecwid's free version. So for the people that are looking to, maybe you just started your own weaving business, or you just want to sell like handmade quilts or something like that, and you only sell like 5 or 6 at a time, then it might be feasible for you to create an Ecwid store because obviously you're not looking to generate a lot of revenue, but you still want your online presence and you want to be able to sell online without having to pay anyone or without having to do any of that stuff. So for that purpose, Ecwid is fine. But if you want to start up a drop shipping business, if you want to start up anything very large, if you want to maybe start your own fashion store or anything like that, a clothing brand, a hair accessory brand, anything like that, where you have over 10 products, then Ecwid automatically is disqualified because on the free version, you don't get that. But you might be wondering, hey, they have the venture version, they have the business version. Of course, we can upgrade as we go. Well, for that, I usually do tell people that the venture version of Ecwid and the business version of Ecwid is so much more dull than its competitors, because I'm going to show you guys a few alternatives that you can use instead of Ecwid to get started with your e-commerce journey. And I'm going to show you guys a free alternative as well. So a free platform that you can use instead of Ecwid to start your e-commerce journey. Now, the reason that I don't recommend Ecwid is, first off, if we go onto our Ecwid dashboard. So I have a basic dashboard over here. So it's nice. I'm not saying it's a bad platform, but it's not as good as the competitors are, and that is why I don't recommend it to people. Now, you can take a look at the basic store. So you can build your online store. It's going to be very simple, but there are a few issues. First off, if I click on my website and I take a look at the website, it is not very customizable. A Ecwid store website is going to be very basic. It's going to look like an Ecwid website. You can see there are customizations available, but the customization is not to the extent that you might want it. So you can see I've added a menu, I've added like a basic home page, bold, strings, about, all that stuff. So I have added that. It looks nice. It's a decent platform to sell 1 or 2 or 5, 6 items, but you can't really add like a creative design element. If you have like a very unique idea of how you want your website to look like, you can't really do it. And on Ecwid, if you go onto your product section over here, so if you go onto your catalog and you go into your products, you can see you can't add, discount coupons or specific coupons on their free version as well. And you can just click on add new product and add products like so. These are like the basic information. You can't add or edit ribbons on the free version or add a product subtitle on the free version of Ecwid as well. All of these things that have like a star with them are only available on premium versions of Ecwid. So a lot of the nice little, cute touches to your website that you would usually add in any kind of e-commerce builder are not available on the free version of Ecwid, which most people are using to build their online stores. Now, I do like the fact that they are an enabling bulk editing with the free version of Ecwid. This is something I find to be very useful in almost all of my website builders or my e-commerce builders, because bulk editing is going to be super essential when you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of products at once. Now, other than that, if you go into the marketing section of Ecwid, you have Google ads, Facebook ads, and all that. But once you get started, you can enable it and you can do it, but optimizing your Google ads from Ecwid is going to be very difficult. Optimizing your Facebook ads from Ecwid is going to be difficult, and you're going to not have a very easy or smooth experience with that. That is why I do recommend, if you're going to set those up separately and then just integrate them onto your Ecwid. And the design elements, you can see if you click on your left over here, you have the design section, then you can't really design like a lot. So you have these basic little options that you can just pick from, and once you pick from those options, that's what your website is going to look like. You can't add more design elements to your website. And with payment options, you have different options like Stripe, Square, PayPal, and other options as well. And you also can offer cash delivery payments. So that is one thing that you can do with Ecwid, which I find to be pretty nice. But Ecwid does take a pay cut whenever you make a sale, so that is something you need to understand. You can see on the different kind of payment methods that are available how much each of these payment methods are going to take a sales cut. Ecwid takes like a 0.1% or 5%, or I think Ecwid takes a 2% cut of your sales on the free version. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me on this, but I do think it's a 2% cut on every sale that you make. So let's say if you sold something for $10 and $2 are going to go directly into Ecwid, which is a pretty high price, because eventually all of those sales add up and you might be giving Ecwid hundreds of dollars by the end of each month, even if you were using the free version of Ecwid. Now, moving on to some of the alternatives that I would suggest instead of Ecwid. Well, first off, I would suggest SquareUp. SquareUp is another amazing platform that is available, and it's a lot more efficient than Ecwid. They have a lot more professional services. Their websites look a lot more customizable and new. And you can see that if you take a look at their pricing over here. We're just going to open up the pricing of SquareUp, and let's say we have remote payments. Now you can see the overall payment system that they have. They take let's say if someone has a card on file transaction, they will take a 2.5% plus 15 cents, a card present transaction, a afterpay transaction. So they have a very detailed and transparent policy on their pricing. Now, next up is probably one of the largest e-commerce store builders is Shopify. And out of all the alternatives, I recommend Shopify. The reason for that is that if you just open up the pricing, Shopify starts at $29. And you might be wondering, 29 is a lot of money. Well, they do offer you a 14-day free trial, and they have a lot of amazing features that a lot of these other e-commerce builders do not have. Like, you can create your online store, you have reportings, you have a shipping discount of up to 77%. Then you have a low section in terms of Shopify payments, because they take around 3% plus 30 cents. And if you have a in-person credit slash debit card rate, then they have a 2.7% plus 0 cents USD on overall transaction fees. And the transaction fee, if someone is not using a Shopify payment method, is going to be 2%. So whatever the 2% might be. And you also have a lot of other stuff like language translation, currency conversion, local payment methods, duties and import taxes, and international market management on your Shopify store as well. Now, other than that, we have more alternatives like Udo.com. So this is like a slightly unheard of platform, but it is still a very nice website builder for your e-commerce store. You can easily manage it, and I find it to be a lot more simpler than Ecwid. It's like a lot cleaner than Ecwid. It's like a simpler version of Ecwid, and if you're just looking to try it out, then you definitely should check it out. Now, moving on to the free website builder that I talked to you guys about, which was Wix. So you can always create your e-commerce store using Wix, and you're going to have a very fun time, because Wix will allow you to create a very interactive website for your e-commerce store. They have a lot of different templates that you can work with, and they have a very simple and easy to build website builder. Plus, your Wix dashboard is super easy to manage, and it has a lot of detail, which I really do like. Now, there are two more alternatives other than Ecwid that I would recommend, which are Big Cartel and Weebly. So Weebly is another great platform that I like, and it is also by SquareUp. So SquareUp and Weebly are basically the same thing, you could say, but they have marketed themselves differently. And then you have Big Cartel. Big Cartel is also pretty popular, and Big Cartel also has a free version which allows you up to 5 products, but I don't recommend that. I recommend actually the $10 version, where you can have 50 products listed with no listing fees, and you can add 5 images per product. You have sales tax, autopilot, you have bulk editing, and so much more. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you're now able to understand why I do not recommend Ecwid and why you should be avoiding it as well. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you still have any questions about any of these e-commerce platforms, leave them in the comment box down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.